Ladies and gentlemen, we have 60 seconds until it is time for episode 147 of Talking Shop with the Boss and the Box. I hope you guys are ready because we have someone fun and someone awesome in the ring. We have CJ Dirt with us.
Right, the suplex and redneck has come to join us.
Join us.
Join us. It's bliss.
Good day, Madam J.
Good day.
Good day.
Hello, y'all. Y'all see me?
Yeah, we can still see you. They can't
Right.
though. You're behind the curtain.
Okay.
Just chill out in the green room. Hot wings and coffee somewhere in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to talk some shop? The boss and the box. Fucking shop with the boss and the box.
Ah, yes.
Fucking shop with the boss and the box.
We do.
Fucking shop with the boss and the box.
Really, Dave, we're gonna play it.
Fucking shop with the boss and the box. Ladies and gentlemen, the boss, the box. We are talking shop with the boss and the box. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 147. Thank you for joining us on this Monday because it's Monday and you know what that means.
That Raw is over
No.
and it's time.
Wait, is
time.
Raw over or is Raw just starting? What time frame are we in?
Hey, well, I mean, it's 8 o'clock, so I mean, for me, it's over because I'm not dumb enough to have Comcast.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Everyone else seems to know what goes on way before I do.
That's because you have Comcast. You shouldn't do that.
No. So, Mr. Lunchbox, how you doing, man?
Man, bit of an interesting stretch of time here. Just got back to work. Had a weekend off. Kid turned 3 2 weeks ago. Shit, what did we even do? Oh yeah, we just kind of caught up last week. We told you everything we've been up to. I just been back to work. For some reason, these bastards were dumb enough to trust me with training a rookie. So they're hoping that I'll show them how to do things correctly. They forgot who they came to, so this is going to be fun.
Hey, do you remember that nice little acronym you told me before we went on the air today?
Oh yes, since I got my new spectacles here, we are your BBFFs, your blind, bald, fat friends, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. The boss, the box, BBFFs till the end.
That's right.
Blind, bald, fat friends.
That's right, shopaholics. You're bald, beautiful, best for I don't know. Whatever. You're
Brandon, if you want to try my steak, you gotta be like, this guy above me is the bald, bold, beautiful, bodacious, big baller of blasting bullshit and bopping boobies.
shit.
Brandon, the boss blacker. Boom! That's how you throw it together, son.
That was a wonderful transition. I'll give it to you. You are always smooth with that. I can't seem to pull them off. I can't seem to pull out all the letters out of my ass. I got to script it. I got to be a thespian, okay? I got to be a nice thespian where I read the script and I perfect the script, and right now I don't have a script, so.
See, I mean, I'll be watching thespians on Pornhub all day.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
they're reciting Shakespeare, and Debbie does Dallas, and...
Oh, I'm sorry. You said thespians. I thought you said You know what? Let's move on. Let's just move on. So tonight is not about your handsome, humble, heavyweight co-host duo. I went out and found us. I'm sorry, Brandon. What have you been up to first?
Nah, we went through that, man. I got shows coming up. I got what do I got? Oh, I got a show at X Bar in Cupertino on March 12th. That is this Saturday in Cupertino. So if you are in the South Bay or the Peninsula, come on down to Homestead Bowling Alley and come check out Suburban Paranoia and a whole bunch of other heavy metal thrash bands and all that good stuff. And then April 30th at the Red Caboose here in Antioch, we are doing our shtick there. And then the very next day on May 1st, we are playing with Power Glove, probably the most awesome video game power metal cover band ever.
Those guys are savages.
Yeah.
Absolute savages. They do such good video game and TV show covers. Awesome. I might not be able to make it though, and we're not allowed to talk about that yet.
No.
I definitely won't be there on the 30th because I will be at Modesto Taco Fest as your MC, ring announcer, commentator, and overall host of CWA at Taco Fest.
That's right. You'll be the host there, but I will be the color commentator extraordinaire at CWA Pro California Wrestling Association on May 7th. And wait, actually, where the hell is that? I forget.
That's in Atwater, and the name of the show is Behind Enemy Lines.
Thank you. I don't have the flyer in front of me, so. All right.
That's why you got me in my photographic memory. But since we're on the topic of CWA and Blacklist Pro Wrestling, as I was starting to say, I went out and put my journalistic feet to the floor. I wanted somebody that was entertaining, majestic, fun, and most importantly, grassroots American. I wanted the most American guest I could find. Somebody that just bleeds the red, white, and blue. So, ladies and gentlemen, I made phone calls. I sent emails. But in the end, I just had to sit down next to a guy at a table, take a selfie, and tell him, I think I'm going to give you a call and have you come to our show. So, ladies and gentlemen, coming from the greatest trailer park in America, I introduce to you the suplexing redneck, the one, the only C.J. Dirt.
Hello, everybody. Y'all can see me. Y'all can see the mullet. Y'all are looking at the suplexing redneck, baby, aka your favorite NASCAR driver's favorite wrestler.
Oh man, we have America's pro wrestler with us in the house. We have C.J. freaking Dirt.
Glad to be here, y'all. Glad to be here.
Thank you for making the time to join us tonight, man. We do appreciate it. Like I said, we first met you at CWA in January. And we'll talk about the match, but like you were just very fun to talk to, very gracious backstage, happy to be there. And then the very next night, you were a surprise combatant in the Battle Brawl for the Blacklist Heavyweight Championship. And then last time, you came out with some new gear that was even more American than before.
That's right.
And like I said, I sat down, put my arm around you, and was like, let's hang out for a second. And I was just like, he's doing the show. He doesn't have a choice. I'll find out where he lives. Like, thankfully, you just accepted because I didn't want to have to come running at you, knock on your door with a camera, and just go to work.
Hey, you'd have to drive cross-country clear to Mar-a-Lago, Florida to find my trailer park, all right? It's in the finest damn park you ever done seen.
Hey, man, I'm glad we were able to find time between filling propane tanks for you to be here tonight. So thank you for that.
Hey, man, that's my uncle's job, man. He works down there in Arlen.
Is his name Hank?
He does. I signed an NDA with him after a while because I say so much bad stuff in the ring, Said I can't be putting his business down, so I can't name him by name, but... I already get lots of flack from my other cousin, Joe.
Oh, I think I know Joe. Does he usually wear a white tank top and shredded shorts?
Indeed, he does. Okay.
I know him. He used to sell me cigarettes back in the day.
Yeah, he became quite popular with that damn movie, I tell you what. But I'm fixing to become the most famous one in the family, I tell you what.
And I believe it. We've already got your praise being sung in the chat. Our friend of the show, Danica Bloodwind, is already saying CJ is highly underrated and highly underutilized.
Well, there we go. You heard it right from the horse's mouth.
Well,
Did you just call Danica Bloodman a horse?
I mean, I've seen her drag Jason Hastings to the back. You got to have the strength of a horse or at least a damn mule to pull that sumbitch.
you know what?
Yeah, he's a gorilla.
You know, that's some grade A meat from the BLE. You hear me? So, Jason Hastings, that is a man amongst men, and yes, it takes a woman to drag a man.
By the way, if you'll realize the theme here, Brandon is very familiar with the taste of the BLE's ball.
Hey, wait a minute.
And he loves to sit here and worship at the throne of the BLE on our
They're
show.
My boys.
So just
they're my boys.
Bear with me on that.
I can tell.
But there are some I have problems with. Bike club, going out there and wrenching my nose, giving me hickeys. I still got problems with you.
They've bit me a few times.
Did they leave you hickeys though?
No, but my tag team partner Matt Freeman, I believe he's one of the first people to ever bite them some bitches back. He could be the first. I can't put all my pennies on it.
I gotta have a word with Matt because I gotta congratulate him and buy him a beer because I got some problems that I need to deal with, and I'm glad he took it upon himself to do that.
You brought those problems on yourself, but we're not here to talk about the fucking bike club.
Hold on, y'all. My tag team partner, I just want you to know he is always with me in spirit here. I got him right here. He's always on my wall in my trailer, man. Family sticks together, all right?
Oh my God, if you're listening to this on audio format, CJ Dirt just picked up a paddle, like the old school like auctioneer paddles, with a picture of his tag team partner Matt Freeman on it.
I thought that was Jose Lothario. I don't know.
I always just got to keep him with me, man.
I mean, you got to represent, right?
Exactly. Family like this. We're tangled together like cactus roots, I tell you what.
So speaking of cactus roots, it takes a while for a cactus to grow. Right now, as a pro wrestler, you are currently growing into America's pro wrestler, okay? So where did the journey of CJ Dirt begin in the pro wrestling aspect?
Well, started as a little feller, watching the TV, seeing people like Eddie Guerrero and Edge bounce around the ring and do their thing. I don't wrestle quite as high flyer and stuff as they do, but you can see the little influences in there. But all the neighborhood kids in the trailer park area always rooting for John Cena and shit. And I was like, hell no, Edge is the goddamn man.
That's right.
And then you show up to school one day and they're all like, you still watch wrestling, man? And I'm like, but y'all quit? And I was the only one that stuck around with it all throughout high school. But then I did give up on it for a few years there when it got a little stale. But then I came right back to it at the ripe age of 20 is when I started. And I'm now 24 years old. But we had a pandemic in there too.
So you've been only doing this for 4 years?
Yes, but remember, there's a pandemic, so maybe 3.
Yeah, because I was familiar with you popping on through CWA. Like, was that kind of your hurrah back into pro wrestling since the pandemic?
No, I've been wrestling. Next Level Pro Wrestling actually was had a few shows going on during the pandemic when it was midule, tiny bit legal. Where we had some legality to get in there. Not me, the promoters. So I had ran those shows, but other than that, TWF was a mainstay. CWA, I've always been trying to get out there, so I finally got my foot in the door. And yeah, Blacklist the very next day after CWA, so that was a big deal for me. After that big weekend, stepping on through to Central California Wrestling.
Oh, we got my good friends in the chat here. Mr. Trip Rogers himself, he says, well, if it isn't the man who tried to steal my title.
No, that some bitch. He's colluding with Joe Biden or something. thinking that he can just come and get a freaking title stolen away from me. It fell from freaking heaven and landed in my hands. All right.
And we have that on video. Like
Thank you.
your commentary team right here, we were there. We called this happening. We watched it. And it was as if it was ordained of God that this title was to be in the hands of CJ Dirt.
The title fell out the sky like a UFO in Roswell, guys. I know y'all saw it.
I saw it with my own two eyes. Like, Brandon, did you see that?
I saw that, and I was shocked, and I was excited, and then, no disrespect, I was instantly sad because at the moment, I realized my buddy didn't get the title.
Yeah.
Neither one of your buddies.
No. But, you know, we know.
Surprised you have any buddies by the sound of that sentence.
we know how that turned out, though.
Yeah, I was screwed over like a certain orange-haired president.
So what is your take on holding of guns and wait, we're talking pro wrestling here. Never mind. So all right, so where did you train, man? Because
wait a minute, real quick on the previous topic.
Sorry.
Leo Border, Mr. Blacklist himself, said Divine Acts should never be challenged. Never. And Danica Bloodwind said the match rightfully should have ended when CJ picked it up. By the way, Danica, he didn't know it fell into his hands.
That's right. And
get your facts straight.
It might have landed on my toe and bounced up, and I caught it.
Exactly. That's how it happened.
You got it.
Maybe even off your knee.
Hit the slow-mo replay. See, I have access to the Space Force satellites, and I can zoom in real close, and I could see it all happen, all right? Y'all ain't got that technology like I got.
Trip Rogers said the rightful man won. I mean, you want to call Trip Rogers a man, like...
Exactly. He was wearing a damn Natalia Hart outfit in the ring.
Okay, all right. I see how this is going to go. Now, all right, so let's move off the BLE right here. You know, everyone likes to shit on them, but nobody likes to recognize their greatness.
See, Danica Bloodwind's right. Either way, the belt was no longer suspended, and the first person to hold the belt is the winner by the rules of the match. Like, that referee didn't read the whole rule book.
Was that?
Y'all will have to come to some CWA shows for the people tuning in, and y'all will see the reckoning that I'm going to bring to those damn referees, the damn championship council, and all them damn wrestlers that think they're going to get them hands on my title belt.
I forget, was that referee Steve?
I don't know which freaking referee was. I think there was two of them down there, and they were clucking around like chickens the whole damn time.
Referee Steve never does his damn job anyways.
Yeah. See, now we got you, Brandon. Because even though you love the BLE, your hatred for referee Steve is even greater.
He tried to get me to scratch his beard once, and I caught lice. I don't know. Just
you fell for that?
I fell for it. I got lice. We had to clean our entire house. I mean, whatever. We're just going to move on. We're going to move on. I'm going to get into a tangent. I'm going to get emotional. I don't want to get emotional.
Okay, so like Mr. Blacker was asking, CJ, where did you start training? Where did the actual journey start for you?
Well, originally I started with a little company called the VCW, but then I quickly bounced on out of there and moved on to Vinny Massaro. The tough old Italian bastard got me in a fucking basement, training me as hard as the freaking Heart Dungeon did. So that's where I got my real foot in the door and started training hard. It was the Italian mastermind there.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good place to get started.
Well,
right?
Would you say Vinny Massaro?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The grizzled vet.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want to come to train with him? Y'all be ready. He'll put you through the ringer.
Sounds about right. So
great trainer.
So, man, so how long does that training last before we see the debut of CJ Dirt?
It was very quick, actually, and surprisingly, my very first match was against what people would call, I'm not making fun or anything, a Make-A-Wish kid. I'm not sure what he had. He had some kind of issue where he had like an aneurysm or something, and he had a brain issue. So he actually could throw a kick. So they had him give me like a super kick, and then he pinned me for the 1-2-3. So that was my technical first match, was just getting super kicked by this kid and him pinning me on the show in Manteca.
Gotta pay your dues, kid.
Not a bad way to start.
Real first match though was against Joe. I'm trying to remember his last name here, worker name, but we all know him as Karate Joe. And that was in Stockton on the Miracle Mile. We wrestled at this karate gym for VCW Wrestling.
Not Joe DeSoul?
No, it's starts with an A. He wasn't around much, but he blew out his knee, and now he's getting back into it.
So you took his knee out and sent him into retirement, huh?
No, that wasn't that match, wasn't that?
Oh my God, Trip Rogers, we've moved on from that. Shut up.
The refs determined he was not the winner and then made the 3 count. I won fair and square.
God, he's living in the past.
Right.
Living in the past. We're on to the future, and the future is CJ Dirt.
Exactly.
You know what? We had an impressive debut from Blacklist Pro Wrestling with Muggsy Cruz, and he kind of stole a lot of the show last time. But I'll tell you this, man, just to kind of kiss your butt a little bit, CJ. You come out, and I'm just like, who's this redneck guy coming out here? And I threw you immediately into a corner and boxed you there, and then you got into the ring, and I was like, wow, I'm impressed. You put on,
well, thank you.
The 2 or 3 times I've seen you already, you put on one hell of a show. So it is a privilege to watch you do your thing, my friend.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm trying to say this not as an offense, because they're great workers, but in the world of pro wrestling right now, I'm laying it down that I am the best redneck gimmicked pro wrestler. Unless Jamie Gibson, aka Jamie Noble, wraps up his boots on and becomes the redneck character again, or Jimmy Wang Yang gets on TV again, ain't no damn redneck beating me, all right? So y'all are great wrestlers, but these people out here like Hunter Freeman and the Trailer King down south, y'all ain't got nothing on the suplexing red Mexican, all right?
What about Trevor Murdoch?
Trevor Murdoch, he's damn good, but he ain't redneck anymore. He kind of softened up for the NWA title, and he's a damn good champion. But when it comes to hard spitting, being a freaking dickhead from a trailer park, right here, baby.
The one and only.
So, the one.
Danica Bloodworm says Hunter Freeman might have your number, CJ.
Oh, someone book the damn match, because he might be a redneck, but he can't handle a red Mexican.
Mr. Porter, Mr. Hastings, you heard it. Get it done.
It's highly possible. Now, hey, what is everybody drinking tonight? Because we haven't crossed that, and in honor of the red Mexican. Sorry if I
suplexing red Mexican.
Thank you. Taglines aren't my thing. We got to figure out what beers we're drinking tonight. What do we got? CJ, what do you got for us? You got a beer?
Well, an average redneck or an average person from Texas, they'd be drinking that Shiner Bock. Well, I take things to another level. I'm drinking on that goddamn Super Bock, all right?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Wow.
Different. This is that foreign shit. I'm American, but, it's got this crazy-ass bottle cap shit.
Where the fuck did you procure that? Your old buddy Lunchbox needs to try that shit.
God damn. Some good shit. This came from Terraza Market in Ripon. Some good purveyor beer.
Okay. I searched for beer.
Oh yeah. You ought to see my fridge, fella, man. It's stocked. I'll be reaching in here this whole interview.
Good. Me too. I made sure to stop by and grab a few of my favorites. I started with Builder's Oatmeal Stout from Other Brother Brewing Co. in Monterey County.
I've never heard of them.
Oh, Other Brother's great, man. This is just it's just a regular ass oatmeal stout. It's nothing overly flashy, not too sweet, not too syrupy, just nice and thick for a cool night like tonight when I'm out in my garage hanging out with my boys live on the air. Yeah. And it just gets that tummy warmed up and gets that mouth moving just right.
Hell yeah, oatmeal stouts, baby.
Brandon, what you got?
Danica Bloodwind, she is drinking blood right now, so glad to see.
We know.
Disturbing.
Disease-free blood, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I am drinking Viva la Beaver, a belching beaver.
Yep.
Actually, the last beer in my fridge before I break into the Jameson.
The Cardinal.
That's the Mexican stout, right?
Peanut butter Mexican stout. Yeah.
Yes, I've had that. Good beer.
Basically, it just tastes like some liquefied Skippy.
It's like abuelitas.
Yeah.
But alcoholic.
100%.
Now, y'all said Skippy. Where are y'all on that damn Mandela effect? Is it Jif or Jiffy? What do y'all think?
It's Jif.
You think so? What about you, fella?
I'm about the same. Jif, for sure.
See, I remember as a kid it was Jiffy.
Oh.
I remember it Jiffy and Skippy. The competition had similar names, but no, it's Jif and Skippy. Some bullshit. We're in a different dimension, I tell you.
See, I've always wrestled with that because I do feel like it was Jiffy, but and Skippy, and like you said, that close name thing. But I also wonder if that was just my parents saying Jiffy and Skippy.
Did everyone's parents say it then?
Maybe. Doesn't that sound like sort of thing you'd say to a kid?
I don't know. I don't have no damn kids yet, so.
And then wait, don't take a while, dude. Me and Brandon, we used to look way more attractive than this, and then about a little over 3 years ago for me, and about 2.5 for him, and then we started being ugly like this because our wives produced horrific, screaming, turbulent, wonderful children.
I don't know about you. I'm still handsome.
If that's what you got to tell yourself to get it going in the morning, Brandon.
So
you look tired.
Anybody and everybody that likes the BLE just thinks they're God's greatest gift.
Oh yeah. See, you say BLE and his nipples get hard, dude. Like,
I could tell.
I know who pays my checks.
They pay me too. I still don't suck up to them.
All right. Well, I looked up the Mandela effect from Jif and Jiffy, and I'll tell you what, I found it very interesting. So what I did was I went on Google, the Google machine, and I typed in Jiffy peanut butter, and I swear to God, once I hit search, the Jiffy automatically changed to Jif. I didn't change it. It didn't search as Jiffy. I searched it as Jiffy, but it changed to Jif and only searched Jif. Weird.
It's big peanut butter. They got their fingers and everything. Sticking their pinky over into the Nutella business next.
So you think it's just going to be called Nut from here on out, or Ella?
Nut would be a big seller.
Come on down and put this sweet nut on your kid's sandwich.
That's right. Every kid's lunchbox would have nut.
Tonight in big peanut butter.
Nutella, we are not liable for these comments. This is all comedy, all right, Nutella. Y'all want me? I can throw on a Nutella trucker hat too, all right?
I'll tell you what, Nutella is probably half the reason why I'm as portly as I am nowadays, is just because I love me some Nutella. Literally, I don't even put that shit on anything. I just eat it with the spoon.
It spawned an addiction for Nutella.
Oh yeah.
I still remember the first time I had. Danica Bloodwood, she has the tagline: "Pop the bottle and bust a nut with Nutella." By the way, I don't know if any of you are aware of this. The original Corn Nuts commercials theme song was called Bust a Nut.
That is disturbing.
Oh, it is. You should look it up in your spare time.
I will.
Like it's this whole theme song, and like it's kind of double entendre all day. It's like, you know, when you sneak outside and no one's at home, you need a snack and you're all alone. Just bust a nut, bust a nut. Like,
Disturbing. Remember this.
Dude, I didn't even know that existed. That's awesome.
oh, dude, it's for real. Like we played it on my original radio show, and my co-host J-Dub was just like, dude, no, this is an actual commercial. He pulled it up on YouTube, and he wasn't kidding.
You know, the other day I was watching the Dusty Rhodes Mellow Yellow commercials for just pure enjoyment. They're pretty damn good.
Oh, wow.
Y'all ain't seen those, give them a look.
Okay.
I didn't even know that existed.
Oh, yeah. So apparently Mellow Yellow had collector cans with NWA wrestlers on them.
Oh.
No shit.
I'm trying to find them to this very day.
I bet you Vanek has them.
Right, Mike Vanek, get on that.
Mike Vanek probably
like while
has
you're
them.
out there. See, Mike Vanek's like you, CJ. You know, he's out there in Bristol, Virginia, working at a Shell station across from Tweaker Motel in town. Like he could find us some NWA cans. I'm sorry, what was that?
I said I own the gas stations. You know, I went from working, then I started pro wrestling, then I just bought the damn thing with my wrestling money.
Well, give Mike Vanek a raise. And hey, if you ever need a manager, that's the original business I come from. So, you know, pays right. I can stand there and talk to your customers like I do this all day, you know.
If you know how to siphon the right lottos on over, man, we'll get to hiring you.
Got you covered. I can siphon the right lottos, and I'm pretty good at selling beer.
So I gotta ask, as a bona fide redneck, what do you consider the most trailer park redneck beer? Now I'll give you some examples. You can give me one of yours too. I'll give you some examples. So, like, for example, Pabst Blue Ribbon, Coors Light, Budweiser, Natty Ice, Hams. You know, what do you consider the most redneck beer?
Well, the most redneck Mexican beer, I'd have to say, is Tecate.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
You pull up to my trailer park, all the motherfuckers sitting out on a couch in front of their trailer, they got a Tecate in their hand. But personal preference, y'all need to sponsor me. I see y'all sponsoring Zack Ryder and stuff. PBR is my favorite cheapo beer. But I do like a good Budweiser. I'm not a fan of the Bud Light. But we're about to move on to some future shit right now because y'all are about to get something amazing. Y'all are about to get a live beer review right now.
Good.
We're moving on to the future. Bud Light next, y'all. Y'all might have seen this in the damn Super Bowl. Goddamn Snoop Doggy Dogg running around.
Bud Light next. Now, what does that taste like? It's give us your review.
Well, they say goddamn 0 carbs, 80 calories, 4% alcohol. All I remember about the 80s is Ronald Reagan, so hopefully this is as good as Reagan.
All right.
Just smells like aluminum.
Awesome. I got a great shot of you getting ready to drink that, and you can see the can and everything.
Rafael Palma in the chat says, "The fuck is that?"
It is, like I said, goddamn 0 carbs, so it basically just tastes like sweet water. It kind of tastes like you took some nice water, ice water glass, and you had some kind of like Febreze or something and sprayed it ever so gently. Barely a little bit of fruitiness on the hop, but it's just sweet water tasting, brother.
So it's a seltzer.
No, it's not. This is a beer. It's 0 carbs, super crisp light beer.
Okay, 0 carbs, super crisp light beer. Says it on the can, so it's got to be true. I mean, advertising doesn't lie, right?
Wait.
Yeah, I would really be caught dead unless they're paying me drinking a seltzer on camera. Now, I've reviewed them before, but...
Now, what brand was that again? That was Bud Light?
Bud Light. Yeah.
Bud Light next.
Wow.
They had this commercial on the Super Bowl. It made no damn sense. It was like an LSD trip or something. It literally is the antithesis of how you'd advertise a beer. It made no damn sense.
One of my favorite, talk about commercials. One of my favorite band commercials. It didn't get shown during the Super Bowl or anything, but I guess there was one that showed in Europe for a while where it was a dude in a bathroom, and he's doing push-ups in the bathroom. And he's doing like 5 or 6 push-ups, and all of a sudden he takes one arm away, and he's still doing the push-ups. He's doing one arm push-ups, and all of a sudden takes the other arm away, and he's still doing push-ups. And the screen goes black, and it goes, Viagra.
Oh,
I
that is
remember
disturbing.
that commercial. Man, that was disturbing. You are a relative to another famous dirt. Your uncle hawks propane, but we can't talk about that because of the non-disclosures. And that's disturbing.
Well, look, man, I can do a pull-up with my mullet hair, but cock push-ups, no thank you, man.
All right, let's go ahead and you know what? We know what the fans want to see because one of the main comments we got earlier was Danica Bloodwind asking about it. I'm curious about it. It's mystical, magical, mythical, and majestic. The mullet. How
Right.
long have you had the mullet?
I have had it, I believe, again, I'm 24 years old. I have had it since the end of my freshman year of high school. And I'm sure y'all want to know why I have a mullet, right?
Well, first of all, since we're going to talk about it, please, can you give us the hat sweep and all the mullety goodness, dude? Because I mean, for real, like we can tell you got a mullet.
Y'all are lucky I'm not like Gino from that damn 90 Day Fiance show. He won't take off his hat, but I will for y'all, all right? For free. I ain't charging you.
Okay, and for America. Look
There we are, baby.
Wow.
at that.
Get the sideburns out. Mullet popping for you.
Like, dude, it's all business right here. And just perfect party in the back.
That's right, baby.
That's
Like,
a lot of
Can we
party.
get some side Can we get some side profile? Look at that. Look at, ladies and gentlemen, you are witnessing greatness here on Talking Shop with the Boss in the Box. This is a mullet.
Normally, you'd have to subscribe to OnlyFans for this kind of stuff, but y'all are getting it here.
You got OnlyFans and trailer parks?
Well, they're actually recording it through my damn window without my permission, but I let it slide.
I see.
Right, as long as it's the neighbor with the moonshine and the weed, like it's okay.
It's a sharing community, kind of like they had in the 60s where everybody shared. They passed their joints. They passed all the funky stuff around. It's just like that.
You share everything but your toothbrush.
Yep, and the non-potable water, man. Freaking, my uncle still likes to drink it. He grew a third eye.
I believe it. I believe it. So what inspired you on the mantle of CJ Dirt and to do this for America?
Well, America just runs through my freaking blood. I believe, like I said, drinking a good Pabst Blue Ribbon after a hard day's work. But a hard day's work for me is, cheating in the ring, doing stuff behind the referee's back. Just having a mullet is part of being American, I think. You look back at the 80s when classic American heroes were rocking, like Hulk Hogan and Rambo. What kind of hair did they have? They had mullets.
Mullets.
I'm bringing it back, you know what I mean? And when I started growing it out, like I said, in high school, it's starting to become popular again. But when I had a mullet that first year, I got all kinds of goddamn flack from every corner. Teachers, other women, until they started braiding it. Everybody was talking smack on it, but they all turned it around and started loving it. And they started growing mullets themselves. So America could thank me for that new trend.
Yeah, you heard it right here. Talk Shop with the Boss of the Box. CJ Dirt brought back the mullet single-handedly.
So I got to ask the question, though. It coincides with what we're talking about. How do you feel about all the scenesters out there now having mullets? All the emo post-hardcore kids out there having mullets and wearing tight pants. How does that make you feel?
That's what I'm saying here. It's like When Chris Jericho started doing the Boston Crab, every damn wrestler started doing the freaking Boston Crab. So it's like as soon as I got a mullet, everybody wants to copy. So lots of wrestlers in the area, they started to grow out a little mullet. Then they see me at the show, flex my shit around, and they go, "Oh man, I gotta shave that shit when I get home because I can't pull that off." That's why I'm the only guy around with that consistent mullet.
So 6 years, 7 years?
Ooh.
I'd say done so much damn beer drinking in my life, I can't keep fucking memories around that long, but sounds about right.
Got you.
Danica Bloodwind asked the question, would CJ ever consider a hair versus hair match?
It's got to be for the rat company and the rat money.
I personally, just me speculating and stirring the pot, I think that's a challenge from Danica Bloodwind.
Well, when she can put up that Conor McGregor money, we'll put it on the line.
Oh, he wants that Diddy bread, that fucking money.
I want a few nights at the Mandalay Bay, cuddle up with whatever title I'll win, and can stroke my mullet when I beat her to the ground.
Oh, she did just recently claim a heavyweight championship. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know that she's a heavyweight. I know in the drinking game she's a lightweight, I can tell you that.
Oh!
Danica Bloodwind says, my teeth versus your hair.
Oh, the fangs versus the mullet.
I don't know any dentists, man. In my last dentist, Isaac D. Yankum, I ain't seen him since like 94, 95. He just stopped answering his phone, man. Oh, my teeth are so funky.
Isaac Yankum DDS went out of business. It was bad. Like, it was a trade. It went up in flames.
Shit.
Yeah.
More like hellfire and brimstone, but we'll leave that for what it is.
Yeah. It's been buried alive a few times. Hellfire and brimstone. Ugh.
All right.
Like it's not gone well.
So a fan in the chat, Jordan Marin Harrison, she asks, do you have a role model that you look up to?
A role model that I look up to, either other than, the past presidents that were riding the Republican train. Like I said, probably Eddie Guerrero. Most recently, a wrestler that just passed away, one of my favorites, Super Muneco. That's somebody I really enjoyed, and he passed away recently, so he's always in my heart. That's right. Raise a beer to Super Muneco and his family. I grabbed my damn empty one.
I was going to say, mine's empty too. I'm going to reload.
All right, so if CJ Dirt had to pick, let's say 3 dream opponents, one opponent from the WWE, one opponent from AEW, and one opponent from a federation that you choose, who would you want to pick?
No, this is a tough one. So I would say I'm putting all my money on the line. I'm going for that fella Roman Reigns, man. Thinks he's the head of the table. He ain't never seen my family's table. So I'd say definitely Roman Reigns, man. Me and him would have a good one. He wants to do the Superman punch. I'd use my tag team partner Stockton Slap, smack him down to the ground.
Love it.
As for AEW, man, I've had enough of all that gesticulating, all that finger pointing. Like my boy Jim says, Kenny Omega, I've had enough of you, man. You be prancing around the ring, man. Well, I'll get in that ring and I'll freaking mud stomp you, feller.
Oof.
Let's see. Promotion.
That's the battle of the mullets too, by the way.
Yeah, well, he's got a mop on his head compared to me. I got like Chinese silk, basically. Look at that.
Okay.
As for any promotion, let's see. I'd like to see that little Myron Reed feller from MLW. He likes to flip and flop in the ring.
Yeah.
He likes to wear fireman's pants, too, because he thinks he's hot shit. Well, let me tell you something. I will dump water on you, boy. When I'm done stomping you, I will grab a beer and crack it on your damn head, son.
Somebody make a Twitter post. We need this match booked ASAP.
We need all these matches booked. Get it done.
Yeah, Myron Reed, come on, come flip over here. I'll kick you right in the teeth when you're coming down on me.
Danica Bloodwind says CJ versus MJF.
Ah, me and him are good buddies because I seen him down at the Mar-a-Lago. We shared some fruit punch at the freaking snack bar.
All right. Now, Mr. CJ, would you like to play a little game with us? Every guest that we have just a little simple game that we play with all our guests. The games are always a little different depending on who the guest is, but this game is how redneck are you? I'm going to ask you 10 questions, and based on you, based on your answers, I'm going to determine how redneck you might be. Are you ready for this, sir?
I think I am.
Are you not throwing drinking stakes on this?
Oh, I mean, I can.
Well, I mean, I thought usually your games do involve that. Like, I'll even challenge him. Let's see who's really more redneck.
Oh, shit. All right, let's do it.
Believe it or not, this is an adapted taste. My roots are excessively redneck. I was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico. My family grew up roughnecking in Hobbs, New Mexico. My dad's family are all Okies living in Muskogee.
Very good.
So let's just see if LB is as redneck as CJD.
All right, you got it. I've got the tallies down. I'm ready. So here we go. Question number 1: do you ever name check your mama during pickup lines or general conversation? For example, you remind me of my mama because.
I'd say I do. I have.
Yeah. Like, every woman knows that a man who loves his mama, like, that's a man.
Exactly.
You want to see how he's going to treat you? See how he treats his mama.
You ain't as warm as my mama's crock pot. I don't want none of you, all right?
You know, I'm going to give a double point to CJ for the crock pot comment.
Yeah.
Double point right there. All right, question number 2. How much of your wardrobe consists of sleeveless shirts or cutoff t-shirts?
80%, I'd say. I mean, it's pretty rare that I threw on this nice t-shirt for you guys today. Normally, I'd be having my armpit hair all dreaded out for you, but yeah, today I tucked it in for you. But I'd say about 80%. I got all my hats are damn near trucker hats, though.
Oof. What about you, Box?
Okay. I'm going to concede I'm only at about the 50% level. Going corporate has messed me up a little bit. Like, I actually just cut up some more sleeveless shirts.
Yeah, I think the question should be rearranged to how much camo you got.
All right. All right. This may be a tough one. This is really going down the redneck category here. Do you have a deer stand in your front or backyard?
A deer stand, unfortunately, not my current property because, like I said, I'm in a trailer park, and then I'm also in Mar-a-Lago where they got a little bit strict rules on when we can shoot and when we can't. So we're all pro-gun down here, but you just can't be shooting because you're going to end up blowing somebody's freaking house, the roof out when the bullets drop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Me either.
Yeah.
Once again, not on current property, family property in Oklahoma.
No deer stands in Florida.
All right. Question 4: do you make a regular habit out of wearing cowboy boots with swim trunks?
Wrestling trunks.
Yeah.
And yes, there you go. They're not quite swimming trunks. They're for wrestling, but yes, trunks and boots indeed, constantly.
Work boots.
Work boots? I do wear. I like Timberlands.
Well, I was saying I wear work boots and shorts.
I see.
All right, I'll give you both the point. All right. We're kind of flying through these, and that's fine. Number 5, can you cuss somebody out in a sweet as honey voice, but not make it sound like an insult?
That's more of a womanly quality, I'd say. I think when I'm pissed at somebody, somebody could kind of tell. So I think this is one of the few I'd have to say no to.
All day. All day, Brandon. Bless your heart. You are just sweet as can be.
Yeah, see, I never like worked retail or nothing like that, so it's probably where that came from. Y'all learned that quality.
Church.
Oh, church.
Baptist church.
The only church I know is the church's chicken.
Oh, that's where we went after Baptist church.
Is that
go.
place?
I always argued if Popeyes would start selling the fried okra, or if churches would start selling red beans and rice, the other one would put the other one out of business.
Yeah, the fried okra, man. I tell you what. Last time I met up with Oprah, we was snacking on that fried okra.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okra in Oklahoma.
Okay. So, where was I? Is David Spade or Jeff Foxworthy a staple in your home?
Whoa! David Spade.
Yeah, I don't.
David Spade. CJ, I think we need to team up on him on the David Spade.
Just answer that question,
Yeah,
Nimrod.
Who you calling a Nimrod?
The loudmouth over there.
That could be either one of us, as far as I'm concerned.
David Spade is not a staple in the redneck community. You fucking city slicker.
Exactly.
You did you trim your nails this morning, sir?
I'm sorry. Uncle Joe. Is Uncle Joe?
Yeah. I also have his picture hanging up down in my hallway down there in the trailer, man. I tell you what. But Jeff Foxworthy, I got his books. I got his DVDs. He's on TV all the fucking time. On my TV, I got Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And the freaking Redneck Comedy Tour, the Blue Collar Group. They on all the time, baby.
What about you, Box? What you got?
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
Like you said, Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? That was appointment TV at my household. The Jeff Foxworthy show, almost like a family reunion. Like, my family's a combination between the Foxworthy family and their love for each other, the Hill family in their just absolute, dedication to grilling the perfect burger, and Mama's family in the fact that we just yell at each other incessantly, especially Grandma.
Yeah, Grandma's always hooting and hollering around here.
Always.
Well, you gotta have a hootin' grandma.
Hey, did your grandma ever try the whole like, hey man, you're getting so tall, stand up real quick while you're eating dinner, and you stand up, and she just goes, here, while you're up, would you take my plate?
She ain't that clever, man. Too much of the freaking head bumping, man. She took a suplex off the top rope for my granddaddy. She ain't been right ever since.
She forgot to tuck that chin, huh?
Yeah, that's why I know. Always tuck the chin. You grab your mullet and you pull.
All right, question number 7, guys. Do you carry a pocket knife with you at all times?
Yeah, yes, until just freaking the other day because I lost my damn sheath. Where the hell is it? My knife was somewhere up this damn dresser, but I lost the sheath to my knife, and I put my hand in my pocket the other day, and I stabbed my hand.
Oh!
So I have no idea where the sheath could have gone, but it fell out my damn pants.
I've done that myself. I was lucky enough to be gifted a box full of like my grandpa's pocket knives. So I have like a whole bunch of pocket knives. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I've done that exact same thing. Reach into my pocket, the thing just opened up slightly, and it's like, oh, come on, man. What about you, Box? You got a pocket knife on you at all times?
I have no less than 10 blades within 5 steps distance of me.
It. I've seen them.
like at all times. Some pocket, the treasure that I almost went and grabbed is actually, I can see it. Give me a second. Okay, so you want to talk some redneck ass shit. This right here is a set of brass knuckles welded onto a file.
Now that is illegal in the state of California, feller.
Ah, see, here's the thing though. I keep it under glass and with a tag on it because it is not a weapon. It is a family heirloom. This was passed down from my great uncle Kermit to my grandpa, who I am somewhat named after, Dave Ussery, after Kermit came home from World War II, and it was gifted to grandpa right before he went out on the USS Jersey to Korea.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. And once again, 100% homemade. And you are absolutely right. It is not legal. That's why I keep it as an artifact, not as a weapon.
I'll give you
like one of the jury weapons in the battlefield.
I'll give you a double point for that. All right. Question number 8. How often do you drink beer during or after work?
All day, every day, feller. I'm sure it's pretty obvious. I mean, beer is basically my blood. I said the red, white, and blue was my blood, but goddamn, beer be flowing through me all the time.
Do we really need to question your old buddy Lunchbox's drinking?
Nope.
Do we need to bring that up?
Yeah. Because I didn't know you were going to participate, but all right.
I'm just saying, like, being as we're here, like, I don't think I have to defend my drinking beer status. I do a show about it.
All right.
2 if you count this one.
All right. Easy question for you both. Do you yell, hell yeah, every time you drink, drive a truck, raise a flag, or light off fireworks?
Now, it depends on what flag you're raising. Because if you're raising that white flag in defeat, you don't want to yell no hell yeah. You want to be slapping yourself saying, you got to get in that wrestling ring and be better, boy. But when you raise the American flag and when you turn the keys on my damn Chevy, it's a hell yeah right here, fella.
Hell yeah. Box.
Who doesn't yell hell yeah when they set off fire?
People who blow off their hands.
Some of them even, I've seen some people take some pretty badass injuries and throw a hell yeah behind it.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Yeah, after the adrenaline wears off, then you realize you're hurt. But at first you're like, hell yeah, half my hands on the ground. That's badass. Did you get it on video?
I want to know what Trip Rogers was yelling when he saw that title falling out the sky right into my freaking hands. But I want to know.
I think he might still be looming around, or he might have bounced when you called him Natalia.
Yeah, I might have hurt his feelings, you know. He's like a soft-shelled egg.
Everybody hurts Trip Rogers' feelings. He gets his feelings hurt rather easily.
Are you guys ready for question number 10?
We're talking about Trip Rogers crying right now, Brandon. Everybody loves that subject except you.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
Trip
want
Rogers.
to move on quickly and hit that, but we're kind of stuck on that topic of he's a freaking loser, and that title is mine, and y'all know it.
You'll get your opportunity, my friend. You will get there one day. One day.
That's what I want.
So, number 10. Do any of you own any CDs or vinyl records of either Bruce Springsteen, Toby Keith, or Kid Rock? If so, which ones?
Now, I'm going to say my tag team partner counts as me. We count as one. Because when we ride in his truck, he's literally playing Kid Rock the entire time. Album 1 through album, I'm sure it's 25 by now. So let's hear your answer there, fella.
American girls, American boy. Dude, come on. You know I've got all that and more. And Bruce Springsteen, you wouldn't say Molly Hatchet. You wouldn't. You wouldn't throw in Leonard Skinner.
Oof.
You wouldn't throw in the Georgia Satellites. Brandon, don't give me your lines and keep your hands to yourself over there. All right.
I want you to know, fella, Ric Flair put over Kid Rock as the best musical artist of all time the other day on his podcast.
Wow.
I have a very weird theory about how, in even me and Brandon's lifetime and up till now from the early 2000s, who are the icons? Like people that in, let's say, 50 years, like an Aerosmith, AC/DC, Sinatra, like basically people that had their careers in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and then in their 80s, they're still trotted out. Who really has that staying power? And I can come up with two answers in the last 20 years. And they are Lady Gaga and Kid Rock.
Lady Gaga's a bit surprising in there, fella.
Between the meat suit and getting naked in American Horror Story, I think she's got this one. And being a humanitarian, I think she got that one in the bag.
Well, hold on a darn minute here.
He's got something to show us.
That's right. Got to throw it on here. It's going to take a second.
CJ Dirt is getting naked live on the air.
CJ Dirt's hitting us with surprise. Oh, shit.
Trying to see here. You can see my girl. We got Nicki Minaj here repping out on the jersey. There we go.
Other side.
Okay. Camera all fluttering around.
That's actually
she right there on the part.
That's actually a good picture of her.
Well, it'd be better if she was turned slightly the other direction, but
Nicki Minaj. I mean,
yeah, shout out Zombie Prevention. They gave me this T-shirt.
Dude, that is a badass shirt. Like that's tip top shit.
Pretty much every CWA wrestling event and TWF wrestling events, they hustle their merchandise. They got video games, toys, board games, all you could think of, and they're great people. They always hook me up.
Brandon's about to show you what he picked up from them at CWA's All Out War.
Yeah, you know it.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. And it was funny because I walked up, saw it at the table, and went, anybody got a line on that yet? And they were like, no. And I was like, I know a guy who's going to probably buy that. And we were like, we had a dude talk to us. And I turned and pointed and said, was it Brandon?
Nice.
That's my boy. That's where. Time to play. He talks, too.
You know what they
Oh.
say. You just can't keep a good guy down.
All right. So you both got points for that, but I got one last bonus question for y'all.
A bonus?
A bonus question.
A bonus question.
All right, this is for you guys to fill in the blanks, okay? So, CJ Dirt, Lunchbox, you might be a redneck if...
Let's see. You might be a redneck if you've lived in the same trailer park for 25 years, 24 years. So I can see you're in a garage, fella. You already lost.
But you might be a redneck if you've got a gun rack in at least 2 rooms.
I've got a gun rack in probably every damn room.
Where's the gun rack? Where's the gun?
Ear blind screwed me.
Where's the gun rack in the room you're in currently?
the FBI, and my trainer, Vinny Massaro, he told me never show the gun on camera. That's where the FBI, they get you.
Fair. That's why that's why I was hoping you didn't call me on the same shit.
There you go.
All right, so
But if your family tree does not fork but only bends slightly, you might be a redneck.
oh damn. Madam J in the chat, she asks, who can state the origin or the term redneck?
Now, I believe it has something to do with Irish workers or something having rednecks, and it was applied not to their neck actually being red. They wore red handkerchiefs or something along the lines of that.
I'm going to look it up. I'm sure Madam J is going to educate us as usual. Let's see.
I thought it was the Irish workers, correct, but it was the fact that they were out in the sun all day and their necks got sunburned because they had hats on their head, but they didn't have anything covering their neck, so they got burnt.
So the Google machine has given us a derogatory informal definition, a working class white person, especially a politically reactionary one from a rural area.
Yeah, it's just the definition, not the origin.
Correct.
And Madam J says the original unionizers. CJ was close.
The original unionizers keeping red bandanas around their necks. Oh, Brandon's tallying points.
All right, so with 11 points to 10 points, ladies and gentlemen, he has proven that he is the suplexing.
Hey,
You say it, Box, because I'm bad at that.
suplexing red Mexican. I'll do it for
Thank you
him.
very much. Yes, you are the winner. 11 points to 10 points. Congratulations.
Hey,
You.
I got to give it up to you, though, man. To get 10 points against me, that's pretty damn good.
You know, it's what's that game recognized game? You know, birds of a feather flock together. You know, like I said, I knew there was a reason I sat down next to you and threw my arm around you last show and was like, you know what, dude, you're gonna come hang out with us for a Monday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that many people can fill them britches that you just did.
It's one of those, dude. If my boy Bird was here, he'd have went toe to toe with you for another 3 hours.
I believe that.
He makes his own bullets.
Fuck.
Oh,
legally.
Tough. Yeah, the only bullets I've been making is in like goddamn Fallout 76 or something, man. I ain't made no bullets in real life.
Me too, man. I'm all up on that game.
He's also always got the line on who's got the apple pie moonshine this season. Never tell me where it comes from, but he can find it for me.
Yeah, probably my damn bathtub.
It might be your bathtub, could be your dad's bathtub. Like,
yeah, that prison bathtub, man, they get you more fucked up. I tell you what.
We got a pretty good county jail out here where the Pruno's legendary.
That would be a great thing to have, like a Pruno sampler. The government could make some tax money on this shit. They just round up all the best Pruno, sell it like fine wine.
Some Pruno San Martino right there.
Legalize it. Y'all want to have lottery in the hood? Sell the freaking Pruno.
Okay. Sell the Pruno. Trust me, hey, you're supporting your neighbors, local businesses, and the people you directly care about.
Exactly.
Call your local moonshiner.
Well, speaking of like good stuff or whatever, so what kind of goals do you got for 2022, my friend? What is CJ Dirt's pro wrestling goals?
Pro wrestling goals, 2022, I've already gotten my foot in the door in quite a few companies. Right now, I'm trying to branch out, make a few more states. So far, I've wrestled in California, Nevada, and Utah. That's only 3. So I've got a lot more to go, and I'm going to get to 50. Then I got all them damn Canadian provinces. Then I got all them minor states in Mexico and whatnot. So there's hundreds of states I've got to get through in North America alone. So, yeah, more states is on the goal. And I'm hopefully looking at 1 or 2 by the end of the year to cross off extra there. But other than that, it's just more titles, bigger opportunities, better opponents. Like I said, if people want to book them dream redneck matches, that'd be just great because I could prove once and for all the redneck Mexican is the king of the damn rednecks.
So, if you had one grand goal, one grand company to go to, what company would you prefer to go to?
Well, that's a tough one, but I'd say give me that shot on AEW Dark damn Tony Khan. I'd pull up there and I'd have people hooting and hollering like my damn grandma does. So
Hey, man,
pull up.
we
Come
we
on.
had Warhorse in there. We can get you in there too.
Exactly. I'm half Native American. I don't know if that guy's Native American, but he wants to call himself Warhorse Man. I tell you what, I'll get up in there and I'll beat some drums.
CJ Dirt just throwing the gauntlet down to anybody and everybody on our show.
That's right. I can work anybody. I tell you what.
Speaking of working, we've already talked about one title opportunity, Screw. Let's talk about another where you, I believe it was 3.5 minutes, were officially the Pinoy Prince.
That's damn straight I was. In Blacklist Pro Wrestling, I took that feller's snipes out with my move, the Russian Collusion, and I had that sucker tapping.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I put him in the corner. I went to try to do 10 punches in Spanish, but I only could count up to 5. Then I hit that sucker with the Russian leg sweep, and I locked him in my submission called the Russian Collusion, and that sucker was tapping.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
I was there. I called
Yes.
that. I didn't realize it was the Russian Collusion. Like,
That's
don't get
right.
me wrong. And I will say this, and let's talk about the dynamic of Danuba. Very lucha-centric. Like, they were all... I've never seen the luchadors get as much love as they did in that town. And so it was like... And that match fit in well because it was like a lucha match where we had to basically call it like auctioneers.
Yeah. We had a million things happening every minute. But the bottom line is, Snipes, that sucker from LA, I had him tapping quick. And like you said, I was the Pinoy Prince. I don't want to go to no damn Philippines. My uncle lives in the Philippines. But I tell you what, man, that other uncle, not Hank. I said his name. Never mind.
Right, Mr. Hill.
There we go. But yeah, I was the Pinoy Prince for like 3 minutes. I'd say it was at closer to 6, maybe. Throw some polish on my name.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was a fast match, man. The minutes were not taken very well.
Yeah, it's a conspiracy. Everywhere I've gone in Central California wrestling, it's been a conspiracy.
So you're saying it's fake news? CJ Dirt is the real champion.
I am the real champion. You've heard it here. I mean, you can ask Alex Jones, you can ask Joe Rogan, you can ask anybody. Matter of fact, I just did Joe Rogan's show, but everything I said was so controversial, he had to cancel me and take the program down. Y'all are getting all the stuff I said right here.
See, and we've only been canceled for plagiarizing the WWE, and we've been flagged by the Vatican.
Yes, we have.
There you go.
So I mean, so we're where you get the real shit. Like,
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, you want real stuff? Come watch Talking Shop with the Boston Box every Monday at 8 p.m.
But
live.
But with all this stuff being said, we gotta bring it back to Danica Bloodwin once again in the chat.
She said she left.
No,
she told me she left like 30 minutes ago.
Hanging on. She wants a response. She wants to know what CJ thinks of taking on the Crypt Queen and the 8th Deadly Sin.
And I think she's like MySpace, man. I think she's old news. You're looking at Facebook right here. You're looking at the metaverse. You're looking at the redneck metaverse. CJ Dirte. I'm ever present. I ebb and flow like water. Danica Bloodwin, you ebb and flow like coagulated blood, all right? You ain't nothing on me, the redneck Mexican, all right? You ain't nothing but a pasty white vampire bitch, all right?
Ooh!
Whew. I don't know if that was a challenge accepted, but man, those are fighting words. No doubt about it.
When some booker wants to freaking make it happen and she wants to put whatever title she's got on the line, I'll come smack her around real silly.
Well,
I know she's got a date on Saturday with Christina Von Eerie, which has me very torn.
Mm-hmm.
very torn. You're talking about my favorite ladies wrestler for the last 10 years versus, a friend of the show. So, but May 28th, I know she has a show. I don't know if she's got a dance partner yet.
Oh, man.
Tell her to talk to my people. She can hit up Trump Talent Agency. They'll hit me up. They'll let me know.
She says, "Oh, honey, your blood is going to taste super sweet." Oh, boy. Speaking of blood, we saw a whole hell of a lot of blood on AEW last night. Oof. That was one hell of a show. Anyways.
I did not. I'll get the report from Jim.
Yeah.
Mr. Cornette.
Tell you all about it. All right, so,
solid show. Solid show. I will say, if you can sneak it in, find Moxley versus Danielson. You'll appreciate it. I think even Mr. Cornette's going to appreciate that one.
No, I am a fan of AEW. Like I said, I'm trying to go and put my work in for them. But every company's got a long way to go. But they got their struggles and hoops to get through, but they'll get there.
Everything could always be improved.
That's right. What better way than by hiring a crazy redneck Mexican to drive up them ratings? You think Danhausen's good? I'll kick that sucker in the gonads.
Oh, God. I would fucking spend my last check for Danhausen versus CJ Dirt. I'll say that. I'll say that unabashedly.
Promoters, book it, make it happen.
Unabashedly, the curse versus cursing a man out.
All right, so
there you go. Yeah, I'll curse that sucker out.
So we've talked about blood and various other things. Like, do you dabble in horror movies, sir?
No, here and there, Can't remember even what the last one I would have seen is. I know I like Friday the 13th is my favorite series, but I could not even recall to you the last time I've seen a horror movie.
Oh.
I don't watch much movies in general. It's always just wrestling, playing video games,
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. And last question for you. If you could tell the audience one thing and the world one thing, what would it be?
Well, the last president would want me to say that the last election was stolen, but he says that all the time on Twitter and everything. But I'll tell you this. Y'all need to follow CJ Dirt on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything you can. Because if you even thought that I was somewhat funny or somewhat entertaining, give me a follow there. You'll catch up everything I'm doing. You'll catch up all the title belts I'm winning. You'll just see this glorious mullet.
And it is absolutely glorious. Bobby Roode has got nothing on that mullet, sir.
Exactly. He gave up a while ago, unless he's growing it back out again. And I saw him with that short hair. He was trying to do the Ric Flair thing. Who knows what he's going to do next?
He gave up.
Yeah, he gave up for sure. Now, you kind of just mentioned it. Tell the audience where to find you and how to find you on the social media interwebs.
Now, basically everything is at CJ Dirt. That's all you got to know. Believe it's all undercase, actually. But don't quote me on that. But if you type it in that damn Google machine, that damn Yahoo, you can even ask Jeeves, man. You'll find me.
Is that still a thing?
Damn straight it is, man. You ask him right now.
I was going through a box the other day, and I actually found an American Online disc.
Oh, yeah.
You found the old 25 hours of free internet disc?
Yep, AOL, baby.
Yeah, it was great. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 147 of Talking Shop with the Boss and the Box. Thank you, CJ Dirt, for joining us on this awesome episode and allowing us to talk to you and everything pro wrestling and CJ Dirt. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Brandon the Boss Blacker, and you can find me on Instagram at The Real Brandon Blacker. You can find my band Suburban Paranoia everywhere, and you can usually find me at California Wrestling Association or Blacklist Pro Wrestling. So make sure you come and see us in Cupertino at the X Bar in Homestead Lanes. Suburban Paranoia is playing with a whole bunch of other bands. Lunchbox, where can they find you?
You can find my band, Nothing But Losers, at Nothing But Losers on Facebook, Nothing But Losers on Instagram, and Nothing But Loser, that is no S, on Twitter. Most importantly, you can find this show, Talking Shop with the Boston Box, on Facebook. Don't forget to join the Talking Shop with the Boston Box Facebook discussion group, where we bullshit about all the bullshit that you want to bullshit about all day, every day. You can find us live every Monday night at 8 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And like Brandon said, you can always find us at CWA, Blacklist Pro Wrestling, coming up on May 7th, April 30th, May 1st, and who the fuck knows where else, when else, because, dude, we're taking over. Northern California Wrestling, it's back, and y'all are going to like it,
Yep.
whether you like it or not.
That's right. Lunchbox, what are we doing next week?
Ah, yes, next week, a concoction by your old buddy LB. You see, I'm a storyteller, and I'm a fan of horror, and I'm a fan of cinema. So what I wanted to do was go ahead and ask the audience, and of course my handsome, humble, heavyweight co-host up there, if we could put on paper what our favorite urban legends, fairy tales, and other nonsense we've heard throughout our years hasn't been made a movie, but should be made a movie.
All right. That sounds like fun.
Okay, good one.
So we will see you next week. CJ Dirt, thank you so much for your time, sir.
Rock on, brothers. Thank you. Mullet for life, baby. Redneck Mexican here. Follow me, baby.
Red Mexican, don't call him a Texican. CJ Dirt.